mine? When am I your son? I'll find you, I'll find you, and I'll be alright. Take a chance. I'll find you, I'll find you. We can leave tonight. Take a chance, and I will find you there tonight.
MLB 12 experience.
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
Viewers, big news, we're shaking things up and unveiling a brand new chapter. Welcome to the Urban Family Adventurers, your ultimate destination for sports, food and drink reviews, live Disney World experiences, unforgettable family fun, and a sprinkle of health and wellness. It's not just a name change, it's a promise of even more thrilling adventures. Subscribe today and join the Urban Family Adventurers. Urban Family Adventurers, embrace the journey. And well, welcome in everybody. You know what time it is. It is Tin Can Thursday. What is going on? Hello, everybody. I see Suzanne and John. I see Red Dragon Studios and Coach and Pierce. Hello, all of my friends. What is happening? It is good to be back. It is good to be seen. It has been a long week in between the holidays. And it's like everybody else this time of year. We're doing our best to get by. And here we are. I hope you have all grabbed a drink. I am ready to go. Tonight we are just going to be doing some straight up mix. So I got some Crystal Light going, and Tito's, and for big. So I got me my Epcot fancy Starbucks Epcot mug. We've got a little pitcher to start with, and of course we have our bottle of Tito's. So you're doing shot glass Thursday, perfect, because as Peter Mendham would say, it's better to be safe than sober. Y'all ever catch him before? I love that guy. I see him come up on my TikTok when I'm scrolling. He's the guy that does the wine opener, right? Hello, Peter here. Right? There's no bursitis or arthritis or lazyitis here. We're just pouring us a drink. So, actually, let's get to it. So, we're going to give ourselves about that much. Yeah, a little beyond halfway. And the other half, well, why didn't I listen to my mother? Maybe I did. Oh, even has an aerator on the top. It's resealable, never goes bad. And yeah, so let's just do this, right? Close enough. So, it has been a long week. Ooh, yeah, we took out a pretty good amount there. You know what they say. In case of the zombie apocalypse. And we will just stir it a little to make sure it's good and fresh. Woo! It's got some bite. All right. So, starting off Tin Can Thursday, right? Cheers, everybody. It's a good mix. Just strong enough. to let you know it's here, yet not strong enough to knock you off your feet in one sip. So, I hope everybody's had a fantastic week. Hello, Dallas. Welcome on in. So hopefully everybody has been safe and everybody is now preparing for what is going to be the Christmas holiday. And as you can see across the bottom of the screen here, we are heading down to Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend. We get in late on the 9th. We will be there on the 10th. We have the half marathon on the 11th. We will be in a park on the 12th with the group. And then Stephanie and I will be back in a park, if not two, on Monday the 13th before we head home that night. So, you have a blizzard there and all the roads are closed. That's not good. But, so we are, we're excited. For those of you that have not been catching my update from about 2 weeks ago, my training kind of fell off back in like the end of June, early July, and I haven't really ran since. But I got back to the gym last week, so last week and this week I've been putting in the good work. We're trying to knock off a few pounds. So my goal now, ideally would be to finish the half marathon. My goal is at a minimum to make it to the castle and then just see how far I can make it after that. We're going to put a good effort in and give it the old college try. So, but we are excited. So I think on Stephanie and I get in late on Thursday, which is the 9th. Take a look at my calendar. It is the 9th. We are there late on the 9th. And then we will be going to the expo on the 10th. So we will probably stream that. And Coach arrives on the 6th. That's great. We will probably stream that because I think it's going to be something kind of neat to do. It's something that we've never done before. This is our first time doing it, so I think it'd be kind of cool. We are going to try to order, which I think we have to do this week. We're going to order some, I think, pass holder merchandise, which is really cool. So we will take you through that process. And then, of course, on the 11th, that's the big day, Fat Turtle Racing. In case you have not found us yet, you can head on over. We have a YouTube channel. We do have some other social media platforms on Facebook. I think we have an Instagram, and I wanted to start a TikTok account, but we have not gotten that far yet. But definitely YouTube and Facebook, best places to catch us. I am going to try to maybe stream the race live. I haven't really decided yet because that's tough. Holding the gimbal would be the best, but that's a lot. If I put you on my vest, it's going to bounce a bunch, but that may be the way to go. So we're going to talk about it, figure that out. But and then on the 10th, actually that night, we are going to go over to the Swan, I believe it is, for a little dinner. And then on the 12th, which is a Sunday, you will find all four of us. So myself and producer Stephanie, co-host Lindsay, and co-producer Megan, we will all be in Hollywood Studios on January 12th. So hitting a couple of rides, definitely hitting the bars, because you know how we do. Cheers. So yeah, that will be the schedule of events through that day. Now on Monday, Stephanie and I have booked ourselves a late flight back home, which is great for us. Our plan is to go into the parks on Monday. So to be just Stephanie and I, we will more than likely spend a healthy amount of time in Epcot. So I don't know if we'll really go to the Magic Kingdom or any other park. It may just be an Epcot day, but we're going to see how we feel in the morning. We talked about maybe getting some breakfast somewhere. So maybe we'll stream that too. You know, autopilot to the bars. Pierce says, bring the Tesla. We're going to autopilot to the bars. Figgy's still on the tree. That's great. But yeah, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think maybe on the 9th, I will try to give everybody maybe an airport stream. So a couple hours, you know, maybe like an hour-long stream. We'll just, I gotta see what time we we get to the airport. We're flying out of Worcester, Massachusetts. So that's interesting because Worcester is a very small regional airport that has now opened up flights on JetBlue, American, Delta, and I can't remember if it's Allegiant or Sun Country, but it's only 4 gates. I do not believe that the whole terminal is more than 100 yards, and that's being generous. They have a tiny, tiny little eatery. It's probably 3/4 of the size of my downstairs in my house. It's like my tiki bar on steroids. But they have a couple of small mixed drinks, and they got some beer, and it's a real easy airport just to get in and out of. It's literally one line for TSA, and there's never a line. And even if there is, the wait's never more than like 20 minutes. So, yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. So, I must have the cheese soup, I'm told, huh? Yeah, you are correct. That it does, Coach. It is an interesting thing. I am currently taking 2 seconds to here we go. Look at my starting lineup. I think I'm going to get knocked out of my fantasy league, but I made it really, really far, which is great. I made it to the postseason, and my power rank was really number 4 out of 14 out of a 14-team league. So I did pretty well considering my draft was terrible. Watch out for Scooter Grandma. I am looking for Scooter Grandma. And so we've been talking, Stephanie and I, we think that we are tentatively scheduled as the family to go back to Disney World in April, which would be great. And why is that shadow so terrible? Holy cow. Hold on a minute here. What is going on? Why? Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. Shadow is awful right now. That's me not making it better, by the way. Anyways, so we are tentatively scheduled to go back in April. We're talking about April. We had talked about February, and I don't know. February's nice. Stephanie, wouldn't you say February is nice because of the Arts Festival? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, Stephanie and I mean, I love the Arts Festival. It's always Figment. But I don't know. Don't you find that there's a lot of people usually in February compared to April? So, because like April, we find that in April there's a lot less people because all the southern schools are still in. All the northern schools, a lot of people aren't traveling because they just traveled in February, and we're typically out of school in June. So with that short throw, usually it's not terribly busy, and we've had really good luck. So Oh, you're there in February too. When? Oh, that's cool, Pierce. Right before your birthday. Yeah, yeah. Rent an RV and stay at Fort Wilderness. The last time I stayed at the fort was in the cabins, and I was like 13 years old, 12 or 13 years old. My parents literally mortgaged their house to take us on the only family vacation we ever went on. Like big family vacation. We did like 1-day things here or there, like locally, regionally, New Hampshire, Cape Cod, but really big family vacations. My parents worked multiple jobs my whole life growing up, so we didn't have a lot of money. But we got by, and they literally mortgaged the house. And we went to Disney World. It was the first and only time that we had been as a family. So to be able to go back as much as I have is great. But the first time we went, we stayed at the cabins, the original cabins down on the fort. It was great. I'd love to stay at the new ones to see the difference now. Taking Peter's advice. I'm being safe, not sober. School break. Coach, we'll have to see what my work schedule looks like. I'm taking a bunch of days off in December, and then of course in January to kind of get through my stuff. But Coach, you'll have to shoot me a text and let me know the dates you're down there, and maybe depending upon what my time off looks like, I will take an extra day or two, and we'll see if we got some points. But April, we're probably going to drive. So we're really just trying to decide kind of what April would look like in terms of where we're staying. So we have enough points right now where I think if I book DVC, I can book. We're in December, so I think I can book April, and I can book August. So I believe we have enough points to split. And one of the places we were looking to stay at was Old Key West, which is great. And go back to the Gurgling Suitcase. Haven't been there in a long time. And then the other place I believe was back again at Saratoga Springs, because of the way our points are working out, because we used points for Marathon Weekend, which is great, by the way, because my DVC will have gotten me 3 stays at the most deluxe of deluxe resorts 3 times in a year, and that's only 150 points. So, but yeah, that's what we're looking at. I think we drive in April, take the whole week and drive. So, the Bay Farm money. Yeah. Ooh, 2-bedroom condo. Coach, you by yourself? Maybe I'll shack up with you for a night or two. I'll bring the Werthers. Oh, President's Day weekend. Oh, and it's busy, really. So it's just like Disney World, Suzanne, where it's like busy on like the holiday weekends, because typically Disney World gets really jamming on the holiday weekends too. Would not recommend Key West. That would not be my choice. That would not be my first choice. But it's really about maximizing and using all of my points. So to make all the points remaining work, I think that's where we're going to have to stay. I want to stay at Coach's. Book me a flight. Yeah, everybody go to Coach's 2-bedroom. We'll all share like the beds, the couch. We'll be sleeping on the floor. Somebody can bunk down in the bathtub. Man, you ain't lived until you bunked in a bathtub, because you and the 10 of your college friends rented one hotel room and you're all trying to get a little space. DVC math is really weird. I would love to stay at Port Orleans again. Stephanie and I've stayed there several times. Stephanie and I have stayed there twice. Yep. And our favorite time was staying over on the small side. So it was good. Bring your sleeping bag. Oh, that's great. You're going out for the convention. I thought about that. I'll be honest with you. The $300, I'm like, I waste $300 on foolish shit, plain and simple, over the course of a year. And I think I'd rather take that and join the D23 and get all that swag and merchandise. The pins looked really, really cool. So, oh, there you go, Dallas. Coach is spending all those points he's got with his timeshare. He's like, I'll get us the presidential suite. Oh, Coach, are you staying at the place I think you're staying at? Because that'd be cool. I have been looking to check that out. A couple of guys in the fire department, they stay down there. One guy's got some points with the same timeshare, and he stays there all the time. And he raves about the presidential suite. So he'll go down with a couple of guys from the fire station, and they usually stay there because he has like some ginormous amount of points. And he absolutely raves about that presidential suite. $300 Friday and Saturday. All right. Right? Yes. So Pierce, you got the $100 one? Okay, yep. Oh, nice. Last weekend, all right, yeah, okay. Coach says he drinks $300 Friday and Saturday. Coach, I drink $300 in the first half of my first day. Easily. We'll fit in the small twin bed. She's big now. She's almost as tall as Mom. I don't know if that would happen. Yes, the Marriott, the Bonvoy Rewards card. I know I work with somebody who's like some sort of like titanium level member or something. I don't know. He's got like stupid rewards. So, for those of you just joining, got my Starbucks Epcot mug, which was a great find by Stephanie, by the way. I did not find that. We just have a little Crystal Light mixed up. And we have a big old handle of Tito's that we're polishing off that was somewhere around here before I made my first pour. So that cup is mighty right now. Is absolutely mighty. We drank $300 in 2 houses at Disney Springs. Oh, I bet. Yep, we sure did. Man. Coach, when we were down there and we saw that drone show, I'm trying to remember. The 2 beers were some ridiculous amount of money. It was like almost $30 for those 2 beers, if I'm not mistaken. It was some incredible price. And that was out of the little cart down at the end. It wasn't even like we were inside at the bar at that point. You'll be in Mexico eating the guac. Sure thing. Oh, private jacuzzi's in that suite, huh? Do I have to wear anything in the jacuzzi if I go? That's my question. Because I'm like, if I got to wear clothing in a jacuzzi, am I really even jacuzziing at that point? The drive home was a mess. Uncle Tito's. Yes, it was. Oh, Coach, when are you going in August? That's the question. I think the D23 convention, isn't it in Disney World? Isn't it the 29th to the 31st? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, Dallas, you killed it. Forget it. I'm out for the jacuzzi if I got to wear bottoms. Oh, we only had 4 at the show. Did we really? Did we have 4 at the show? The night became kind of fuzzy at the end. We all had health class. Uh-huh. Ah, that's great. Yeah, I did think about joining D23 and then seeing if Stephanie and I could maybe sneak down there for the weekend. but I thought I read it was the convention at Disney World, Coronado Springs. I thought it said August 29th to 31st, which would be in the wheelhouse for us, but I think Stephanie has to report into work that week, which is why we're going the week before. Is that right, Stephanie? Mm-hmm. Right? Because if we join D23, the D23 convention's the 29th to the 31st. Which is the Friday. So you and I could fly down there for the weekend, actually, right? Because aren't you only in school like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Something like that, yeah. It's never the Friday.
Yeah, it's at Coronado Springs that weekend. I think Pierce is going. Coach is going to be down there in August. We're looking at the week before, whatever the 29th is there. So I think because of the way Labor Day weekend falls, I think you'll find us down in Disney between the 18th to the 22nd of August this coming year, just for reference. So Pierce says he needs those pins, baby. Give me those pins. Yes. And then Raglan. Coach, I forgot we did go to Raglan Road, didn't we? Oh, that's where we had the Binny. That's right, we had the Binnies there. Well, we had one Binny. And then we moved on to a lot of other stuff. I forgot about that. That was a long night. Oh, man. That was a good night. That was a good night, but it was a long night. Ah, Pierce, that's probably a good thing. Don't do what I do, kids. It's a long road. Man. My liver got bruised. Boy, I'll tell you what. You should have seen us on the guys' weekend in September, which I didn't stream, thank God. The Pat O'Brien's night. Oh, what a mess. It was a fun mess. And I would do it again tomorrow if they asked me to. But boy, party at Typhoon Lagoon, huh? I could do that. Could I wear my Speedo? Could I wear my Speedo backwards? Ooh. There's something sure to please the crowd. Pierce, I am quite impressed with your pin trading. You picked up on it really quick. So, don't forget the date. Yeah. Hey, those back scratchers went down smooth. And to be honest with you, I literally have the first back scratcher. I still have it, and I keep it up at my desk here at home, and I use it all the time. It works great. I drank so much in September, I bruised your liver. Yep. Yours and everybody else in the chat. Backwards Speedo could be painful in the wave pool, but see, the thing with the backwards Speedo is you can just slide it over. No more pain. It's just like having a wedgie. I mean, there's not at that point, there's not much difference in swim trunks because, guys, you'll agree with me. When you put on swim trunks, sometimes that little net on the inside really cuts into you. It'd be the same difference. Oh, those coffee drinks were good. I'll tell you what. So, I've had some really good drinks at Disney World. You guys have seen a lot of them. But I am telling you by far, my favorite drink there has got to be the old-fashioned from the Villain's Lair, from the top of Bay Lake at that DVC lounge. And now, from what I understand, is some of the higher-end places. So, when you go over to like Tiffin's, and when you go to some of those upper echelon places that Disney considers like upscale, you're getting the same sort of top shelf ingredients when you order the drinks there. But that old fashioned at that DVC lounge, Stephanie, that old fashioned I've gotten at that DVC lounge at the top of Bay Lake, the Villain's Lair, Have I not said every time I've had it, it's probably the best old fashioned I've ever had in my entire life?
Yeah, you haven't had one you've liked.
Yeah,
a lot.
I really haven't, and I think I would say I've tried a couple of old fashions, like around the parks for like research purposes, of course, and they've all been good. I will say they've been good. Although I got one. Oh gosh, hey, where were we when I got that one that was really bitey? Weren't we in Hollywood Studios somewhere? Was it the Brown Derby?
No, we haven't been to Brown Derby in a while.
No, like the outdoor bar. Didn't I have him make me one out there?
I don't remember.
I was somewhere.
You usually get the gentleman jacket.
I do get the Gentleman Jack there, which is really good. But I had an old fashioned. Now I can't remember from where. And I remember it being really bitey. It wasn't good. But that one at the Villain's Lair is like really, really awesome. Commando is the way to go. Dallas can't unsee it. Goals have been achieved tonight, people. Goals have been achieved. Oh, that's great. Is this a leap year?
No.
Do we have a leap year coming up?
No, we just had one here.
We had leap year this year, right? So we got 4 more to go. Tell you what, we're gonna play the what is it? The Mega Millions. That's 670 million. After we play that, everybody in the chat right now will take us all to Disney World. You'll be my guest. How about that? We'll drop, I don't know, however much it costs, 100 grand. We'll fly you and all your immediate family down. I know who they all are. We'll all go on a nice big long Disney vacation. We'll buy up like, I don't know, half a floor in one of the Disney resorts. That'd be great. How much fun would that be? I've told Stephanie that, we play the Powerball, the Mega Millions, and I've said, and she'll tell you, she will 100% tell you that my first move is running outside of my house down the street naked yelling I won, praying I don't get caught, but so outside of that, the first move is the very next day is to wake up, empty out my bank account, max out my credit cards, and we are going to book ourselves a private jet out of so up where I work, on the backside of the Air Force Base is actually a public / private airport that run all the private Lear jets in and out of the Boston area. I'll go in and out of there in Bedford, Massachusetts. I am renting a private Lear jet, and we are flying down to Disney World instantly. It's something that's on my bucket list. So we will actually use probably the company, believe it or not, that CeeLo works for to book that, since they are there. They have like an office there that does that sort of work. So we would probably go through them. If I win, we're all millionaires. Yeah. I got people on my list, Coach. I got people on my list. Yeah, I think I would try to book as many bungalows as I could at the Polynesian, and that's where we would stay. On the bungalows, the ones that are that direct straight line in line with the castle. And then every night for the fireworks after our week-long stay, one night we'll go in to witness it all, right? But then all the other nights, we all need to walk out onto the main walkway, which is kind of like a dock, right, down the middle. Drinks in hand, we all go to the end, and we all watch the fireworks together. That would be great. Now, maybe not every night. One night you got to do it naked from your hot tub. But the rest of the nights... And then I'm trying to think, there'd be a bunch of us, right? There's going to be a lot of people. So I need some more DVC people, because It is, Stephanie, what's the rule? Every member on the account can bring 5 people?
I don't remember.
Isn't that what it is? Because you can bring 5 and I can bring 5, right? So, because Stephanie and I are the account holders for our DVC, we can each have 5 people with us, so we can have up to like 12 people all together at the top of Bay Lake in the Villain's Lair. So I think I would try to find some more DVC people and just be like, hey, let's do this, right? Pierce is a machine. Pierce, you did pretty good. I will tell you, you did pretty good, son.
How's Pierce doing with his diet?
Oh, Pierce, the producer has a question. She would like to know how you're doing with your diet. I need a contract to make this work. Can we get fried chicken from Hoop-de-Doop? Sure. To be honest with you, we can get whatever you want. That's the rule. We can get whatever you want. You want hula men? Suzanne, I'm going to hire like 6 of them. And they, oh my gosh, I have a great idea. I would hire 6 and they would carry you around like Cleopatra from the Nile. In nothing but like those little loincloths that they wear at the Polynesian. Oh yeah. Get you some good looking dudes from like right out of Hawaii, all ripped and tanned and baby oiled up for you. Yep. Done. Absolutely done. Good job, Pierce. Good job. Just Coach says, just saying, buy us all DVC accounts. Maybe we all go down there and that's the surprise, right? Just take, the jackpot, $670 million bucks. Even if I took, in this state, if I took the cash minus the windfall and all the taxes, I'd probably still walk away with $100 million in change. I would take $1 million and blow it on that one trip just because I could. It's been a dream to go down to Disney World and blow like $1 million. Or maybe I buy an estate in Golden Oaks and we just all stay there for the night. How about that? What do you think, Stephanie?
I don't like Golden Oak.
You don't like Golden Oak? Really? Where are we going to stay if we go down there? Do we just max out the Disney points at like 8,000?
I don't know. If I have that much money, I don't want to maintain a house.
All right, so Stephanie says we're going to max out our DVC at 8,000 points, and then we'll just buy the 3 bedrooms all over the place. How many does the Riviera have?
Just one.
No, don't they have more?
No, they have one.
They have 1 plus the demo, though, don't they?
No, the one is the demo.
The 1 is the demo? I wonder how many other places have 3-bedroom. I'd have to look into that. Yeah, maybe we'll just buy 8,000 points and start handing them out like candy. All the 2 and 3 bedrooms that they can handle for a week. Wait, I gotta scroll back in the chat here. All I see is 3 baton twirlers and a donkey, and now I gotta know what Coach is referring to. Hold on a minute here. Oh, Coach wants a fire breather? Okay.
Actually, Solo wants to go to Country Bay Jamboree.
Out of my drink.
Is that still a show?
Yes.
Is it food or just a show?
Suzanne says Golden Oaks sounds like an old folks place. That's great. Country Bear Jamboree is a show. So go in, sit down, we'll watch the show. Hoop-de-Doo Review is a show and dinner. Coach wants 3 baton twirlers and a donkey. Wouldn't you die if that shows up at your house one day? Yeah. That'd be great. Maybe I'll go to the University of Buffalo and hire a couple of people. Surprise! Graffiti the neighbor's house. Coach is going to go graffiti the neighbor's house. I'll bail you out. Or maybe I hire the Buffalo Bills cheerleaders to come down, and instead of baton twirlers, you get pom-pom shakers. Maybe that's a good... Is that a good... Man, anybody that comes back to watch this stream later, they're going to be like, what is wrong with this guy? The Tang. We all go to get Lambos down at Disney Springs. How about that? And we all get picked up in stretch limos. We'll just have them lined up at the Poly. We walk down from our bungalows. There's no busing. There's no minivans. There's like 4 just like stretch Escalades waiting. And like 30 of us just crawl into them and take off. Oh, great. Whew. Found the Tito's. Wow. Or do we just go like old school? Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders? Is that what we're doing? The Blue Ball Show. I think there would be some very particular OGs that I would pick off out of that group. Yep. Some of whom are actually streaming tonight, right now, or soon to be, for sure. Yep. All good fences get mended over a 6-pack of beer, so why not? Let's do it. The blue goo. I know, and a handful are here, which is very nice. I'll be honest with you, I don't get that show anymore. Very rarely is it like truly live. It's all reruns essentially with some really weird overlays that go on. I checked into that stream for the first time in I can't remember how long. It's probably a year, 6 months, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It was very interesting. It was eclectic, but there were like 40 people watching, so I guess there's something there. I don't really know. But really, the Rams have some men cheerleaders. Wow. I've not seen that yet on an NFL team, but to be honest with you, I mean, that's when I'm watching games, that's not what I'm looking for. So that's, hey, whatever. Diversity, great. They have them in college, so to be honest with you, I'm surprised that the NFL is so far behind in that, where they don't have a lot of male cheerleaders. Just because, like, so being a kid of the 80s and 90s, like late 80s and mid through the mid 90s, it's like, I don't know. There's a healthy mix of like old school and kind of semi-modern in me, and I'm kind of shocked that the NFL has not had more male cheerleaders in their cheerleading squads. And seriously, not because they're just men, but to start to do more of like what the colleges do, because that, I mean, the cheerleading stuff's okay, like the rah-rah stuff with the pom-poms is good, but like all that tossing and the high-flying stuff that the college kids do is awesome. So I'm just surprised they don't bring that to the NFL for a little more entertainment, that's all. Wrong chat. That was for you, brother. Haven't seen more than... See, Coach? What's that? That's like the 4th or 5th time you got banned from there. Makes sense. It took long enough. Man. Yep. So we are excited. Unfortunately, no sports streams, only because the work and life schedule have not allowed. I have done a bunch of like PA work at the local high school, so did a bunch of their football games again this year, and basketball starts at the end of the month, so we'll be doing a bunch of arena announcing at the end of December here, so banned from all aspects. Pierce, I watched that. That was incredible. I guess the way I look at that is, man, if certain people do that to you, then you probably should just stay home. It's that easy. Me, I love people. So I'm telling you right now, if I am ever live and you can track down where I am or you know where I'm going, make sure you come and find me. I'm a people person, right? So that's what my personality lends itself to, much to Stephanie's demise. Right, Stephanie?
What?
My personality and being a people person is much to your demise.
Because introverts marry extroverts.
She said it's because introverts marry extroverts. I'm definitely the introvert, as you can all tell. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I can hear that. So that, right? So Bill Belichick going to North Carolina. There has been so much talk around here. And it's funny because some of the national media talking heads are like, oh my God, I can't believe he took that job. And they make it off to be a downgrade. Around here, it is there was two schools of thought when it came to Bill. So there was this school of thought where he was using it as leverage to be like, hey, NFL teams, I'm going to go here if you don't pick me up. And then the other school of thought is there were no NFL teams out there that wanted him. And this was definitely a sure thing instead of trying to essentially panhandle for an NFL job. If he does what he is describing, he will, at the age of 72 or 3 years old, be the forerunner of what the future of college programs will look like. And I will tell you where his advantage comes from, is because he will be one of the most seasoned and recently retired NFL coaches. And with the new NIL and the college portal and how that all works with each other, he will probably be the most well-versed coach to understand how that works, to mentor these young men into college players. At which point, if he can live long enough and have enough energy and keep basically his wits about him long enough, give him like 3 years and he will set the standard for what a college football program needs to be. Because I've said for years, I don't understand why colleges don't run their programs to be more like a minor league baseball team, which is professional players just at the minor league level. If he does what he's talked about, he will literally set the standard going forward for what every college program is going to be. And then I think what you see is the NIL becomes less of a factor because the colleges will essentially all get together and set the price point, and then it really kind of goes back to how much scholarship money is being offered by the colleges and what kind of education they can give the kids before they get out of college. So I think there's potentially good things. I hope he does not hire that hobo. I hope he does not hire that hobo. Is the hobo. Yes. He will. Coach, I think he'll be able to do that. My only fear is, if you know Bill like we know Bill out here in New England territory, I think it's hilarious, and I would agree with like Tom and Julian and Gronk when they kind of made fun of him recruiting, like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if you're going to play. You're not really that good, but come here anyways. That's literally Bill's attitude. But if you can get into the Bill Belichick program, I will say that he has the potential to produce probably some of, I don't know about the best NFL talent we've seen. I think he will produce talent that will be some of the most productive over their career. Because when they come into the NFL, they're going to be prepared for what the NFL is, which will allow them to focus more on playing than it will on getting up to speed on all the other BS that goes with being an NFL player. So, bring back Patricia. You know what I would love to see, and it's not out of the question, is that he brings Nick Saban in as one of, if not his assistant head coach, one of his coaches. That is not out of the question. He is always, him and Saban are best of friends. They've always talked about coaching together at this point in their lives. So Saban's got nothing to do. He's kind of sitting on the shelf right now. He's just doing like the media thing, right? His last year was last year in Alabama. So it may not be out of the question to see Bill Belichick and Nick Saban together at UNC. At that point, I think every other college is on notice that UNC is coming. And boy, are they bringing a really big hammer to swing. Because if you put the both of them together on a team, who knows what that potential is going to be. His spring games will be the UFL. Could be, right? It could happen. I think there's a very good possibility that could happen. I do think there's a good possibility that you could see the hobo out there too, because for some reason, man, he just has an attraction to that guy, and I don't know what it is. I really don't. And I need a refill. Hold on. So we will fill up. Whoop. Oh no, we definitely need a little more Tito's. Here we go. Yeah, should be good enough to get me through the night. Uh-oh. Dropping the cap. Ooh, dropping the cap. All right. Anyways, that should be enough to get me through. And I had about 3 times that pour in the first pour. So here we are. Straw. We're going to mix things up just a little bit. That way everything's not floating all on the top. When Coach is going, Uncle! All right. Great. This will be great. Cheers. Ah, that's good. Perfect. I was really kind of hoping that Bill would get back to the NFL. Obviously, a majority of his career was spent here. Obviously, a lot of his success, you all have seen it. The Super Bowls, the championships, all the playoff wins, all the big games. I was really hoping just for history's sake that he would come back to the NFL, take over a team, and get those wins that he needed to be the winningest coach of all time. But in true Belichick form, and I really believe this is him, is he doesn't really care about that record. He doesn't. Because if he did, he would make a bigger push to get back to an NFL team. And he's just not. So, he does hate losing. Oh, 100%, coach. He hates losing. Absolutely hates losing. That sip made your eye twitch. He's back in the NFL 2 years. I don't know. So, Pierce, I would say if this was a decade ago, 100%. But the guy's like 72 or 3 years old at this point. I mean, in 2 years, he's going to be like 75. And I love Bill. I'm a big fan of his thought process when it comes to how he coaches and the way he looks at coaching and motivating players and breaking down film and doing his job. But, man, I am telling you, if I'm an owner in the NFL and I see a guy at 74, 75, even if it's Bill Belichick, that's looking for a job, that's a tough sell. That is a tough sell. I mean, it takes a lot to do that job at that level. And I would say 99.9% of the population at 70 plus years old just they don't have enough in the tank to do it. So, Hold on. Come over here. Come over here and say that into the camera, please. Because you bring up a good point. Stephanie says, if we can elect senior citizens to be the president of the country, Bill Belichick can be the head coach of a football team. Point proven. Point proven. That's why she's the producer. She always makes good decisions. No, she's not wrong. I mean, 80s, I guess 80 is the new point at which you have to think about going to the nursing home, right? I mean, that's what we see now, right? You get to like 80 and a switch like flips and you're like, oh, I'm eating pudding, pooping in my Depends. So I guess you have until you're 80 now. So there we go. Yeah, I would agree. Stephanie brings up a great point. She says Belichick's probably more viable at 72 to 75 than most other people, and I would agree. And I think Nick Saban is probably in that same category. I see him on TV, and him and Belichick still look as sharp as ever. They have not lost a step, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's a diet, ginkgo biloba, alien DNA. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's some anti-aging drug. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, they really seem to be on point. So I think Bill's got probably a couple of good years in him in the college realm. Now, whether he will, at the end of that tenure, have enough. But I hope he has success there. It'd be great to see him succeed. I will definitely be trying to find North Carolina every chance I get come next football season. So I think it takes a lot more in college to do it, especially with the NIL. Again, the only benefit he has at this point is that with the NIL, it makes it more like NFL Junior. So, it may be more in his wheelhouse. It may benefit him a little bit. One that's brain dead and one that's on his game. Yep. When we choose our senior citizens, we know how to choose them right. What was it? It was Clinton and then Obama, right? Were like the two youngest presidents. And I think Bush Jr. was maybe third in line in recent history since like 1980. So, three starters left. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Tar Heels have a huge bank account. They should hire me to be their hype man. That's what they should do. Well, it's 9 o'clock. It's the witching hour. We've been at this for about an hour and 15 minutes. I am going to wrap it up here. It has been an awesome Tin Can Thursday. I hope that all of you have enjoyed hanging out with me. I am so glad you have all been here. Thank you for all of those on the rewatch crew. Appreciate that. We are trying to get to 2,200 subscribers. So 2,200 adventurers is our goal. Again, down the bottom, it's our next live streams out in Disney World. Hope to see you all there. And for right now, we are going to call it a wrap. I have some ideas for some more content coming soon. And then I'm trying to plan this weekend, either a late Saturday or sometime on Sunday. Maybe getting together again with a pop-up stream. So I hope I see you all there. And for right now, it is time to finish up my drink. Cheers to everybody out here. Thank you for being here. And it is time to go and plan my next Disney vacation. So I will see you all real soon. Thank you, friends, for being here. Thank you, adventurers, for following along. If you are new here, please click that subscribe, hit that like button, turn on your notifications, and we will see you here all real soon. For right now, my name is Sean Urban. Thank you for coming to the Urban Family Adventurers channel. Cheers.